another Max0r video. We are watching his first Genshin video, which is Genshin Impact Review. My money is gone. Waifu Simulator. So we're gonna watch the OG one first, and then his other one is down here. This one was from 4 years ago. My wallet.
Genshin Impact is a...
Okay, let me get us set up here. Oh, we can watch him 1440. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. And then make sure the audio is good. Alright, alright! We ready, chat? Are we ready? No, never. Never.
Genshin Impact is a game which has sucked away my soul.
It's already making me wanna pause and read those. No poll today. Need Yanfei official life will be complete. I will have life. Why have you done this to me, God? Little quiet? Okay, I'll turn it up. No poll today. No, 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 no. I am moldy. I can no longer cope with my lack of Ganyu in a non-criminal manner. Honestly, valid crash out. It's Ganyu after all. It's Ganyu.
My soul. Genshin Impact is a game which has sucked away my soul and killed my dog. I first began playing Genshin Impact because of all the cute...
Genshin is a trap. All gotchas are a trap. Where's my back button nut? Okay, there we go. My friend's explaining to me how they haven't seen me in 4 months due to Genshin.
Game which has sucked away my soul and killed my dog. I first began playing Genshin Impact because of all the cute women, then experienced apotheosis and a philosophical enlightenment through the death of my own ego. I love Genshin Impact, but this game will have an impact on your social life, and even after you stop playing, you will not recover. To this day...
Once you Genshin, you can't Gensh out. I'm just saying. Once you Genshin, there's no Genshing out.
Impact on your social life, and even after you stop playing, you will not recover. To this day, it has left me in a perpetual state of sophisticated molding, and I recommend it for all the wrong reasons. In this game, you play as John Impact, an extra-dimensional being whose brother was eaten by Mega Blocks and is forced to navigate Avatar, the last airbender.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The last airbender in 3D. Barbara! I still really like Barbara. She's one of my favorite healers. There's memes. There's memes! I have to go back! God, that movie, it doesn't exist. We don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Action game, rigid body dynamics, physics engine, stat dynamics, chemistry engine. You're going the wrong way. Oh, fuck, you're right! I was going forward, not back!
And is forced to navigate Avatar, the last...
My bad. We don't talk about this movie. It never happened. This never happened. I don't know what you... Anyways...
Beyond Impact, an extra-dimensional being whose brother was eaten by Mega Blocks and is forced to navigate Avatar: The Last Airbender for Weeaboos. Powered by its simple chemistry system in which characters electrocute, burn, and throw rocks at each other. One of those is much less cool, but it, like Australopithecus, was my primary source of damage. Now trapped in the land of gotcha hell, our protagonist must find a way to save our siblings by fighting geometry, the indigenous inhabitants of Twitter, space midgets, and the ice KGB. As well, we are here to...
You know, low-key watching this makes you want to get back into Genshin. My mind when my Waifus appears. I haven't taken the schizophrenia meds yet.
The indigenous inhabitants of Twitter,
did you take your meds today, chat?
Ice KGB. As well, we are here to explore, solve puzzles, play prop hunt, cook, get arrested.
Hey, the prop hunt mode, by far to this day, the prop hunt co-op game was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of fun. Was it Wind Trace? I think it was called. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a ton. It was a lot of fun.
We are here to explore, solve puzzles, play prop hunt, cook, get arrested for looking at Zhongling too much, get sentenced to 10 years, and emerge from prison a devout
Me
Buddhist.
emerging.
This video is going
Me emerging from prison. Zhongling is a culinary prodigy. At the age of 14 years old, Zhongling is the waitress and head chef of the family business, Wan Min Restaurant. That's a classic right there. That's a classic. Well, we're all going to jail, chat. I want to see the meme. Wonder where he ended up, you know? That's a good question. There was a meme. It's coming up. I know it's around here. I smell it. I smell the meme. There it is. Me emerging from prison. It was a femboy prison. He went to prison and he came out a femboy. You know? Honestly, not the worst thing. Not the worst thing. I wouldn't be mad. I'm just saying, you know, it's not the worst thing. You get someone's reacting to that prison.
cook, get arrested for looking at Zhongling too much, get sentenced to 10 years, and emerge from prison a devout Buddhist. This video is going to be about my experience playing this interesting game and how to objectively have the most fun with it. It's a very bad sign when most people who play the game don't recommend it, but I...
That was his Discord. Should I play Genshin Impact? No. Ben 10 inches PP guy. First racist cosmonaut. Oh my god. Cosmonaut. Jesus Christ.
Objectively have the most fun with it. It's a very bad sign when most people who play the game don't recommend it, but I do. Although I am slightly a dingus, so I don't recommend you take my opinion as fact, but as entertainment. So
yes.
Whether you're new to this strange, otherworldly
I'm not.
Chinese software or a Genshin pro, please allow me to tell you the tale of how this left a Genshin impact into my frontal lobe.
To this day, Genshin is still my most streamed game on Twitch. I think I have like 450 hours worth of Genshin streamed. And that's on stream. That's not even counting all the time I spent off stream. At one point, Genshin was the only thing I streamed. Oh my gosh. Yep, to this day, it's still my most streamed game, and I have not streamed Genshin in a long time.
To tell you the tale of how this left a Genshin impact into my frontal lobe. Here's a fun tip that most Genshin players don't know. The age of consent is 18 years old.
I can't breathe. be said. It shouldn't, but it does need to be said.
Gold, a fun tip that most Genshin players don't know. The age of consent is 18 years old. Let's begin with what's maximally important. Not the gameplay, not the story, nor anything you would typically associate with a video game. The single most important thing in this game is rolling dice to gain attractive people and then parading them around like a child on TLC. I do not exaggerate when I say this is probably what attracted most people to this game. If you want an example, Lisa is a character who continually refers to
Lisa is mommy material. I love Lisa. I love Lisa, especially her Japanese voice actress.
attracted most people to this game. If you want an example, Lisa is a character who continually refers to herself as One-sama and sounds like she is at all times on the verge of sex. I received her after
there's a Japanese VA. On the verge of sex.
She is at all times on the verge of sex. I received her after completing a quest and then decided that I would use Lisa exclusively to do rock climbing. That way I could
I hate that I know exactly the reason.
completing a quest and then decided that I would use Lisa exclusively to do rock climbing. That way I could repeatedly hear her oddly enthusiastic moaning for the next 10 hours of gameplay. I literally installed this game after downloading 60 images of—
Wait, I have to see all these. Wait, go back. Go back, rewind. Voice acting booth probably had some interesting extra recording equipment. The fabled Genshin climbing tier list. No! Oh my god, I know there's memes. I'm just trying to get to them. Downloading resources. Here we go. I am so fucking mad. MiHoYo responded to my email about a sponsorship where I received Ganyu in my account. I am multi. Draw Ganyu evicting me from my own mind, so I no longer need to live. Ganyu hips. I prefer Ganyu hypnotization 7 hours. See Ganyu in real life only at only at Pornhub.com. It's time to play. Did MiHoYo respond to my emails for a free Ganyu yet? Please email me if you are Ganyu at GanyuSexSearch@Max0r.com. Oh my goodness. I can no longer cope with my lack of Ganyu in a non-criminal manner. Ganyu has hijacked my entire life. Using memes, Max0r. Really? She's so cute. I do love Ganyu. The fan art is gorgeous. Oh my god. Name 2 reasons why you love Ganyu. Reason 1 and reason 2. just meant the fan art. No, but low-key, the fan art's absolutely gorgeous. Like, I've seen some of these, but not all of them. The fan art's beautiful.
The next 10 hours of gameplay. I literally installed this game after downloading 60 images of Ganyu, since the official lore of the game specifies that she killed a monster after being eaten by it because her ass was so big it blocked his trachea and suffocated him to death. However, there is a catch. I don't have Ganyu, and I never will. You have a random chance to get characters, and that chance isn't high, 5.1% to be exact, and that's getting anyone, so if you want a particular character, get fucked. You could have your very first role be a high-level DPS character that carries you through the game with chimpanzee martial arts, or you could roll 3 useless small boys in a row and
No, they're not all that bad. Bennett, if you know how to build him, Bennett is amazing. Don't be a hater.
there's a catch. I don't have Ganyu, and I never will. You have a random chance to get characters, and that chance isn't high, 5.1% to be exact, and that's getting anyone, so if you want a particular character, get fucked. You could have your very first role be
But
a
it's not
high-level
Ganyu,
DPS character
true.
that carries you through the game with chimpanzee martial arts, or you could roll 3 useless small boys in a row and then desire death. It's a fucking guy. God damn it. And while I'm writing about bad things that could be deal breakers, the anti-cheat for this
Wait, what was that?
fucking guy. God damn it. And while I'm writing about bad things that could be deal
Day 1 of trying to catch my shower ghost lacking.
It's a fucking guy. God damn it. And while I'm writing about bad things that could be deal breakers, the anti-cheat for this game is very strong and
It
has
is.
ring 0 permissions on your kernel. This means that it can read and write memory at any location in your computer without seg faulting. I, however, am not afraid, since if Xi Jinping does harvest my computer's data, all he will
Comrades, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, is there anything funny in here I want to see? Is there any hidden meanings? Anything funny? Ports, network, mic and other, batteries.
could be deal breakers. The anti-cheat for this game
Dang it! I just wanted to see if there's anything silly in here.
is very strong and has ring 0 permissions on your kernel. This means that it can read and write memory at any location in your computer without seg faulting. I, however, am not afraid, since if Xi Jinping does harvest my computer's data, all he will find is 50 pages of Waluigi hentai. It's your loss.
What? Excuse me! Based, cultured.
Does harvest my computer's data.
Not
all he will
just
find is
Luigi,
50 pages of
Waluigi. I love
hentai.
Waluigi. I love Waluigi. You know, cultured. Max0r is just cultured.
If
It's
Xi
fine.
Jinping
What?
does harvest my
Luigi.
computer's data, all he will find is 50 pages of Waluigi hentai. It's your loss. And yes, it does turn off when the game isn't running. So this review is going to include a guide on how to have fun, because like real life, lusting after women causes suicidal depression. Step 1. Play as optimally as you want. Do not try to min-max shit, because RNGesus will snap your fucking neck. Do whatever is fun with whatever you have. In my case, I decided that I would roleplay as a violent misandrist and only play as women out of principle. Any men that I rolled would be locked at level 1 and made useful in the coal mines. It is simply not...
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Any men that I rolled would be locked at level 1 and made useful in the coal mines. It is simply not worth it for me to engage in combat if I cannot also yank it. The central point of the characters is that
Gaming with one hand there, huh, Max0r?
simply not worth it for me to engage in combat if I cannot also yank it. The central point of the characters is that they are potential wives, and I am absolutely, definitely, 1000% secure in my masculinity. Playing the game optimally in this case would mean making the game boring and staring at man ass, so fuck it. If, for instance, I had wanted a particular, legally questionable female to be my digital puppet, the chance of me receiving that would be 0.3%, which is where this image comes from. Take what you can get with... The chance of me receiving that would be 0.3%, which is where this image comes.
Is the Klee banner banner worth swishing on, Genshin Impact. I spent $2,000 on the Klee banner, Part 1, Genshin Impact. Why I regret getting Klee, Genshin Impact review. Look at the time frame between videos, the time frame. Oh, 6 hours, 1 day, 3 days.
To be my digital puppet, the chance of me receiving that would be 0.3%, which is where this image comes from. Take what you can get with the rolls. Don't be mad. Exercise patience and control, and you will have a lot more fun. I definitely have not sold my house to get big-tittied pirate mommy. But Max0r, I hear your thoughts. Why are you displaying a single image of a regular crab on my screen? And also, what is the world of Genshin Impact, and why are we here? That is a great question, James. Because before we get into the exploration and the combat,
how did he know?
we must first understand the context with which I run my beauty pageant.
Mintzey! Why are you beating the shit out of Mintzey?
In combat, we must first understand the context with which I run my beauty pageant. And like every game made by Asian people on my channel, the lore is some
What was... I gotta go back and see that, wait.
Run my beauty pageant. And like every game made by Asian...
Made by Asian? Oh my god, it's got you. An incorrect summary of Ace Combat 7. An incorrect summary of Ace Combat 0. An incorrect summary of Metal Gear Solid 5. An incorrect summary of Metal Gear Solid 3. An incorrect summary of Devil May Cry 5 Part 1. An incorrect summary of Devil May Cry 5 Part 2. Bloodborne review, Defeat Gods, Doll Waifu Simulator. Those Ace Combat videos are really worth watching. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah.
Context with which I run my beauty pageant. And like every game made by Asian people on my channel, the lore is some Hyperborean bullshit.
Tiny.
And like every game made by Asian people on my channel, the lore is some Hyperborean...
Chinese Hyperborea? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be so real with you, chat. I don't know the reference.
Beauty pageant. And like every game made by Asian people on my channel, the lore is some Hyperborean bullshit. So let's say rule number 2 of enjoying the game is not caring about this, just like 90% of the player base.
Part 2. To
The
that.
world of Pavot is ruled collectively by 7 gods who govern the 7 elements. Except the nature god, he's special. This came about because 2,800 years ago, there were like 80 gods or something. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation... No, but actually 7 seals opened up in heaven, so
Were
literally...
they shooting fireworks at each other?
Everything changed.
Oh my god. Just dudes being guys. Just guys being dudes. It's fun! As long as you're wearing, like, protective glasses and stuff, you know. Roman... Are those Roman candles? Oh my god! What? I just thought they were little fireworks! Those are Roman candles? Okay, now I don't know about that. I've thrown, like, the little pop rocks, right? Little ones that just go, you know, but not Roman candles. Oh my god. That's a little
Came about
much.
because 2,800 years ago, there were like 80 gods or something. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. No, but actually 7 seals opened up in heaven, so literally every god fought over their power to the death. The result was the 7 gods of each element we see today, each ruling over their own nation in their own fucked up ways. Everyone's... Each element we see today, each ruling over their own nation in their own...
I declare wind and Capiston. Have fun, LMAO. Inazuma, oh my god. Here's some fire or something. Have fun. Hunt a cocoa goat. I remember that.
In a while, these delusional bastards will just give random people superpowers, like how the electricity god just gave a girl with a mental bastards ruling over their own nation in their own fucked up way.
Wait. I want to see. This is the meme. Recreational make dragons for everyone. Anyone wants wind powers?
7 gods of each element we see today, each ruling over their own nation in their own fucked up ways. Every once in a while, these delusional bastards will just give random people superpowers, like how the electricity god just gave a girl with a mental disorder a talking.
Fischl isn't technically from Genshin Impact. She's from oh my god, Honkai Impact. She's technically from a different world. She's originally from Honkai.
Give random people superpowers, like how the electricity god just gave a girl with a mental disorder a talking bird. This also includes small children who could very possibly kill themselves for some reason. Now, the world you see in-game takes place in 2 nations, or 3 if you're from the future. The first is Mondstadt, a lawless anarcho-capitalist commune in New Hampshire, which has no formal governance of any kind. They instead rely institutionally on vigilante justice, including a hot Batman. As a result, an entire territory of their nation is completely overrun with wolves. No one has the systemic authority to stop people from exercising their rights and liberties to feed the wolves babies. Oh, also, there's the fucking... Stop people from exercising their rights and liberties to feed the wolves babies. Oh, also, there's the fucking dragon problem. Did I not mention the murderous dragon? Next, we have the nation of Liyue, an extremely rich and powerful country to the east. They have recently...
God dang it.
We have the nation of Liyue, an extremely rich and
God dang it.
Next, we have the nation of Liyue, an extremely rich and powerful country to the east. They have recently come into conflict with Mondstadt due to the Luhua Pool massacre of 69, as well as an aggressive foreign policy involving a 9-dashed line in the Sea of Clouds. Headed by the Tianshuan Ningguang of the Liyue Qixing, those are all real names, Liyue exhibits an unprecedented level of prosperity and control, living happily under the watchful eye of the rock god, who periodically disguises himself to ensure that the populace is behaving well and upholding their state contracts, just in case. Now, China, I know you're new to making video games, yet in my country, we have a long history of shooting people. But who lives in Liyue?
It's true. It's true. Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
In my country, we have a long history of shooting people. But who lives in Liyue and who lives in Where Is In? The answer is unfortunate. Populating this extensive world will be several factions of enemies with subgroups, elemental specializations, and fucking bullshit. The enemy variety of this game paints a picture of a post-apocalyptic nightmare world where raving bands of savages constantly destroy everything, locking humanity in a perpetual state of warfare with armies of bandits and the...
I saw a meme. We have to go back.
Constantly destroy everything, locking humanity in a perpetual state of warfare with...
The police trying to stop me and my friends from stealing catalytic converters. The Fatui are just misunderstood war criminals.
Bands of savages constantly destroy everything, locking humanity in a perpetual state of warfare with armies of bandits and the midget people. One of these groups is the Hilichurls, an intelligent race capable of empathy and complex thoughts, which is why they must be destroyed.
Which we didn't know. I think during this video, it wasn't known back then. But the Hilichurls are people. They're people. They're people that were cursed. We're killing people!
An intelligent race capable of empathy and complex thoughts, which is why they must be destroyed. These guys make the Gombe chimpanzee war look like a fucking joke.
The what? The what? What?
Why they must be destroyed. These guys make the Gombe
chimpanzee war? From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. The what? That was a real thing? Really? I've never heard of this. Gombe. The Australian Emu War. I know that one. I didn't know this one. Did you not know about this? Some biologists documented a couple of chimp tribes fighting an actual war against each other in the wild. I did not know that. No, I knew the emu one. I didn't know this though. That's crazy.
Empathy and complex thoughts, which is why they must be destroyed. These guys make the Gombe chimpanzee war look like a fucking joke, and at no point does anyone in the entire game even give a shred of sympathy for the Hiliturals, except for Elon Musk. They can be big gorilla,
Elon Musk,
small monkey,
that's
operate
right.
complex machinery, and have their own language. This makes it more fun to slaughter entire villages of them and steal their possessions with no consequences. In fact, you're encouraged to do it. Overall, I would rate them a genocide out of 10. Next up, in fact, you're encouraged to do it. Overall, I would rate them a genocide out of 10.
Poor
Next are
Hiliturals.
country-sized hordes of organized bandits called the Treasure Hoarders, who are just regular guys.
Oh,
forced to fight you with
yeah, these
shovels and
doodoo
Molotov
heads.
cocktails. Are you sure we're the good guys? It's fortunate that, because they committed a crime, their lives are now forfeit.
Wait, oh my god, that looked like so much reading. The abyss. When you commit a extensive, persuasive, and large unconditional amount of trolling such that you devastate the economy and permanently disfigure the trout population of the Mississippi River, forcing something forklift. He used to bring it, was still running idle at the back. I started sweating as I sat down and gazed over the 700-pound beast that was his laptop. He had already reinforced his desk with steel support, family saying I love them. The teacher starts to lecture and the student turns his laptop on. The colored lights on his RGB backlit keyboard flare to life like a nuclear flash, and a deep humming fill something shake as the massive fans begin to spin. In mere seconds, my world has gone from vibrant life to a dark earth, shattering void where my body is getting torn apart by the 150 mile per hour. Their new gaming laptop to class, the forklift he used to bring, it was still running idle at the back. Oh wait, I already read that, I think. No, it's just repeating. Still running at the back, I started sweating as I sat down and gazed over at the 700-pound beast that was his laptop. He had already started the lecture, and the student turns his laptop on. The colored light on his RGB backlit keyboard flared to life like a nuclear flash, and a deep humming fills my ears and shakes my very soul. Begin to spin. In mere seconds, my world has gone from vibrant life to a dark, earth-shattering void where my body is getting torn apart by the 150 mile per hour gale force winds and the... Oh my god, this keeps repeating. I was trying to read it all, but it just keeps repeating, okay? I don't actually know that copy pasta. I know quite a few of them. But I don't know that one specifically.
Are you sure we're the good guys? It's fortunate that, because they committed a crime, their lives are now forfeit. Abyss mages are very simple because they are one enemy with two reskins.
I hate the Abyss mages. I hate them.
Who have sworn vengeance upon humanity itself. They also dwell almost entirely in fucking space. The Fatui of Snezhnaya are heavily armed diplomats seeking to dominate the world.
Snezhnaya. It sounds like a sneeze. I've said this before when I used to play Genshin. Snezhnaya sounds like a fancy sneeze.
Fatui of Snezhnaya are heavily armed diplomats seeking to dominate the world of Teyvat through subterfuge, and employing 9-foot-tall people with hammers is absolutely conducive to this goal, I promise. They are unique among Teyvat because they serve the interests
Was that Sucrose? Wait. Did he reference that? I hope he did.
Absolutely conducive to this goal, I promise. They are unique among Teyvat because...
Is that Sucrose? Is that the reference that people think Sucrose is a Fatui mage? Oh, maybe that's not Sucrose. Well, no, maybe. Well, there's that theory. She is. There's that theory. I love that theory.
9-foot tall people with hammers is absolutely conducive to this goal, I promise. They are unique among Teyvat because they serve the interests of the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, also known as the god of ice. That's important because it's very weird that they primarily use electricity and fire. I guess the ice god is just fucking lazy. The Fatui are always up to no good, like stealing the wind god's power or like a bank heist. They're also really hot, so I'm not stopping them. Finally, we have the local wildlife of Teyvat, which is 90% slimes and 10% these fuckers. I spent most of the fight waiting to do something.
Computer deactivated, Guana.
That's really what the combat is all about. Sometimes it's like, holy fuck, that is a whale. And other times it's like, I think that bush just fucking... Really, no matter what happens, you're in for an experience.
It's true.
Find out if that's bad or worse.
Wait, was that image of Barbara? That was from... what is that anime? I know it. Tanya of Evil?
Really,
Tanya...
no matter what happens, you're in for
Tanya
an
the
experience.
Evil?
Let's find out if that's bad or...
Yeah, I think this is like referencing... I think that's it, right? I think that's it. It looks familiar. Sage of Tanya the Evil. Yeah. It looks like that's where it's from.
Fucking really, no matter what happens, you're in for an experience. Let's find out if that's bad or worse.
Part 3.
Shin getting
Combat
attacked is a game about flow, where to maximize their power, the player dynamically switches between their DPS character and everyone else. Rule number 3 of Genshin Impact. Pick one. Your typical team is comprised of your DPS baby, your heal support, your burst support, and moral support. Think of it like a train. You only need one engine and enough weight to kill Terry Davis.
Oh my god! The voices are back. What did they do to Thomas the Train? Oh no!
Think of it like a train. You only... You need one engine and enough weight to kill.
That's terrifying.
Support and moral support. Think of it like a train. You only need one engine and enough weight to kill Terry Davis. Now, like everything, characters have elemental alignments, which, depending on the enemy, can ruin the game. My wife Barbara could heal me, but in the process, must make everyone wet, which makes us a proverbial match.
The Warhammer Thomas. Oh, that was Warhammer. Okay.
Heal me, but in the process, must make everyone wet, which makes us a proverbial bathtub, which enemies will then catapult toasters into for mass.
Nothing like a toaster bath. Was it Live Laugh Toaster Bath? I want to see what this video is. Taser meets bathwater. What? Don't do that. That doesn't seem safe. That doesn't seem safe. Jesus.
In the process, must make everyone wet, which makes us a proverbial bathtub, which enemies will then catapult toasters into for massive damage. It's a fucking blast. You feel like a chemistry professor gone rogue, using the elements to his advantage and then blowing himself up in the process. Unless your DPS uses rocks, in which case, you know, just watch, I guess.
Throw
Everything
rocks.
is elements, and everyone has an elemental skill and alignment. Unless you're the nature god who has no characters. Some are bad, and others are very bad.
This is before Dendro is out. Now we got quite a few Dendro characters. The cat meme. No, don't shoot the cat. No, I just realized what this is doing. This is before Inazuma. Oh, was it? Okay, yeah.
You're the nature god who has no characters. Some are bad, and others are very bad. But many are completely game-changing, like how Beto's elemental skill adds a parry mechanic to the game, or how Ningguang invalidates all ranged enemies. The combat is definitely its strength, and is an experiment in how...
Wait, go back. Rewind!
It invalidates all ranged enemies. The combat is definitely its strength, and is an
I saw a meme. I saw a picture. You call throwing dynamite around a martial art. Hey, as long as it works. True.
to the game, or how Ningguang invalidates all ranged enemies. The combat is definitely its strength, and is an experiment in how bad you can craft your psychotic dog water alchemy, and hopefully create a moving ball of destruction strong enough to kill God. To extend this concept, every character uses one of 5 unique weapon classes.
Oh my god. Sweaty speedrunner. This weapon swings slow. Get away. Oof. Hu Tao, please peg me. Genshin Impact weapon charts.
To kill God. To extend this concept, every character uses one of 5 unique weapon classes, such as Mongolian, Controller Erosion, the Waiting Game, Egg Catapult.
Catapult. I love Klee. Her and her bums. It takes us long to hit once. Bottom text. Killing the Fatui groups was always such a pain in the butt. They're so tanky.
This is one of 5 unique weapon classes, such as Mongolian, Controller Erosion, the Waiting Game, Egg Catapults, and the Speed Demon. So be careful with who you choose and what weapons they— oh wait, no, it's random, get fun. Now, this would all be excellent gameplay if it didn't sometimes amount to throwing 2 sponges at each other. Enemies scale to your level, and generally health is not hard to come by. So depending on your investment, some enemies could take—
oh god, I don't miss artifact farming. I do not miss it. Oh my god. I would spend 8 hours a day artifact farming for the perfect stats. I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
and generally health is not hard to come by. So depending on your investment, some enemies could take minutes to kill. This all amounts to making a classic video game build, the tank, entirely useless. You don't need it.
Called co-op. I would do co-op. I used to run artifact farming with the community all the time. Throwing her in the trash. Wow. It's okay if you like tanks, but I believe their non-viability represents a slight balance problem that needs to be addressed. But if you like the utility that a tank provides, then I cannot stop you. Also, they are useful in the final abyss stages. While most players seeing this video are new and want advice relative to their experiences. Most strategies that you can dream up are viable, but generally, I want to create an entertaining video while providing some real critique. But really, everything in this game can work fairly well for a general gameplay. This also applies to a lot of the characters I say are bad, when really they aren't as generally applicable.
This all amounts to making a classic video game build, the tank, entirely useless. You don't need a tank because you will be switching to your DPS anyways, who is a tank against your will. Health is literally always a shackle and a curse. That is, of course, unless you're playing Barbara, whose healing scales only off of health, making her tankier than Tiana. Let's go over an example party to give you some idea of the insanity that we're working with. It is optimal in most of my combat scenarios to cause forest fires by throwing a spicy...
When you California.
It is optimal in most of my combat scenarios to cause forest fires.
When you California.
That we're working with. It is optimal in most of my combat scenarios to cause forest fires by throwing a spicy bear. Why? Yeah! Well, it's obvious. My DPS Beto can parry anything, which includes the heat of fire. Or how about Ningguang, who spawns a wall inside of enemies like it's Gary's mod. We just do it to piss them off. Did I also mention you can invite your insane Discord stalk?
Oh my god, all the screenshots. Jesus. Here we go. You're so cute. Hi, Max. I love you. Want to get married on Genshin? What do you smell like? Do you want an heir to the Max0r family? Please want me. That's why I also say I want Max's skin. Excuse me? God, I want Max's skin. Max, I will wear your skin and eat you. Jesus, what? Max0r. Well, that was certainly something. Oh my goodness.
We just do it to piss them off. Did I also mention you can invite your insane Discord stalker to play co-op with you? The combat is fully functional.
Hello, Max.
I made a mistake.
Hello, Max. Hello, Max.
With you. The combat is fully functional.
Hello, Max.
I made a mistake, and this isn't even going into the complicated system by which you customize artifacts, upgrade your weapon, and level your character's talents, because that's boring. It can be made especially boring when you have to pick 30 mushrooms to do it, but you know,
oh
here we
my
are.
God,
that leads me to
yes.
my next point. You're gonna have to explore for those mushrooms, and that sounds bad, but it's actually the best part. Get ready for some cross-country gaming, because we literally have a lot of ground to cover. So rule
Yeah,
number
we
4 of
do.
Genshin Impact is that if you see something, just
Grab it.
go.
Yep.
You've probably noticed at some
Exploration.
point that this game looks identical to Breath of the Wild. Right down to the UI.
I was wondering when he was gonna make that reference. I was wondering. Oh my God.
You've probably noticed at some point that this game looks identical to Breath of the Wild, right down to the UI. This is an objectively correct assessment. It's just that the game doesn't give a shit, and neither should we. Breath of the Wild was so good that I wanted Breath of the Wild with more anime pussy, because goddamn it.
I mean, is he wrong though? Is he wrong? Is he wrong though?
The Wild was so good that I wanted Breath of the Wild with more anime pussy, because goddamn it, why did Nintendo make Zelda look like that? The amount of bandits and foreign
Caked
soldiers
up.
in this game suddenly makes sense when you realize it has the geography of fucking Afghanistan. It's quite the vertical place, but you're given the tools to navigate it like your feet or...
Whoa, wait. Go back. Rewind. 1 hour of Lisa moaning from Genshin Impact. 1.4 million views. Lisa is love. 10 hours of Lisa climbing a wall. Genshin Impact. Wait. We gotta see something really quick. Hold on. Hold on. I have to see something. 1 hour of Lisa mode. Wait, this is still here. Oh my God, here's this one. Here's this one. This is the second one. 10 hours of Lisa climbing a wall. 395k views 4 years ago. Was that the right one? I think that was the right one, right? By Trashy? Yeah! Okay, that one's by Trashy. Now where's the other one, though? Where's the other one? Does the other one still exist? Does the other one still exist? I don't think it exists anymore. No! What was the name on it? Zenigami? Zenigami. Zenigami. Where is it? Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Lisa. No, I think it's gone! I think it's gone! No! I think it's gone. No! Maybe let me search his channel. He has a lot of Genshin Impact videos. Oh! Oh, they did take it down! They did! Lisa is officially too late for YouTube. They did! They took it down! No! Darn it! That's a
Has
shame.
the geography of fucking Afghanistan. It's quite the vertical place, but you're given the tools to navigate it, like your feet or your sweat. And there is quite a bit to see. So, for an example, when I first installed the game, I didn't know that Liyue was in it. That's over half of the map. I was doing a quest that required a wild radish, so I naturally went hiking to find it and accidentally discovered the entirety of Ming Dynasty China, at which point I was wrong. To find it and accidentally discovered the entirety of Ming Dynasty.
It is only when a mosquito lands on your testicle that you realize there is always a way to solve problems without using violence. Is this true, guys? My ball havers? Is this true? For all the ball havers in chat? All the testicle havers? Is this accurate? Only for cowards! Skill issue for having your balls out to begin with. A well-aimed flick is all you need. Oh my gosh. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
Ming Dynasty.
No, go back. I wasn't done reading. I wasn't done reading. Now I'm going forward. Ah! Who is more cringe? The one who posted cringe or the one who laughs? Both of them equally. Both of them equally.
Ming Dynasty.
Dang it, I had to tab out. I'm sorry. It takes many nails to build a crib, but only one screwed up. Anyways, I'm not gonna finish reading that. The man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both correct. I never said all that shit. Man who farts in church sits in his own pew. Wait, I love that. I'm stealing this joke. That's the dad joke. That is dad joke material. Is that Among Us? A foolish man asks, where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? A wise man knows he is lucky. There is a Family Guy. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one.
I naturally went hiking to find it and accidentally discovered the entirety of Ming Dynasty China, at which point I was wrongfully assaulted after being mistaken for opium. This is one of those games where you start finding chests in the wild and within 30 minutes are flying to a strange island with a man named Jeffrey. It's actually not that...
now. Not again.
Different to Skyrim, and within 30 minutes are flying to a strange island with a man named Jeffrey. It's actually not that different to Skyrim, but this game makes Skyrim look like it's in Kansas. There is always something to do and always something to find. You would think that it would get stale, but they just keep finding ways to turn on my neurons. There is a
Neurons! Activating the neurons. It's true. It's true.
to find. You would think that it would get stale, but they just keep finding ways to turn on my neurons. There is a puzzle.
I just wanted the chest.
Which spans an entire region of the game where you have to climb 3 mountains. You can spend an afternoon doing that, and it's viable.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. That one does take a little bit of time. that one does take a bit. You get a lot of goodies out of it, though.
Game where you have to climb 3 mountains. You can spend an afternoon doing that, and it's viable. There is no direction that you can go that will not help you in some tangible way, and that's what's important about exploration. It's not just pretty, it's optimal. You see this shit right here. This activates my fucking almonds. Exploring this game.
Almonds! Floor almonds? Floor almonds? Almonds? Activated almonds. Activated almonds. Easy activated almonds. 7 a.m. 2 glasses of alkalized water with apple cider vinegar, then a smoothie of blended alkalized water, organic spirulina, activated almonds, maca, blueberry, stevia, coconut, kefir, and 2 organic free-range eggs. Is this someone's morning? Chef and Weight Watchers ambassador. Oh!
It's not just pretty, it's optimal. You see this shit right here. This activates my fucking almonds. Exploring this game trains your neurons to fire at the most basic of incentives, like a lab chimp. But seriously, if you aren't yet considering the game, just have fun exploring it. Stop and smell the flowers and accidentally find China over a vegetable. I found it eventually. It took 3 hours.
radishes.
Now, if the review had ended here, this would be a definite recommend because the game is free. It costs $0. It cannot yank your bank. Not that
It costs you your sanity and your time and your humanity. It might not cost you physical money, but it costs you in other ways.
Because the game is free. It costs $0. It cannot yank your bank. Not that I would know. But I must warn you that there are some serious drawbacks besides the fucking Chinese surveillance state that you have to install. So it's time to give you the final tools and rules that you need to enjoy this game.
High five! The pain.
Dracula Numeter Squinque of Genshin Impact.
At 1311, there's a hidden text. Wait, is there? Hold on. 1311. Oh God, please, Barbara, please be real. I can't live any longer without Barbara in my life. I will kill a man for Barbara. If I could make her real, I would kick a dog. No!
It will not help you in some tangible way, and that's what's important about exploration. It's not just pretty, it's optimal. You see the shit right
Every
here.
time you
This
swipe, you lose
activates my
sanity
fucking
points.
almonds.
It's
Exploring
true.
This game trains your neurons to fire at the most basic of incentives, like a lab chimp. But seriously, if you aren't yet considering the game, just have fun exploring it. Stop and smell the flowers, and accidentally find China over a vegetable. I found it eventually. It took 3 hours. Now, if the review had ended here, this would be a definite recommend because the game is free. It costs $0. It cannot yank your bank. Not that I would know. But I must warn you that there are some serious drawbacks besides the fucking Chinese surveillance state that you have to install. So it's time to give you the final tools and rules that you need to enjoy this game.
The pain.
Regula Numeter Squinque of Genshin Impact is just, please God, use the resin every day.
He's so right, though. You know what's funny? Since he's ringing up resin. You know those items that you can use to refill your resin? I can't I can't think of it. But at that time, like when I first started playing Genshin, the first 2 years into Genshin, I didn't know that that's what those items were for. And when one of my mods finally pointed it out, I had like 200 of the, fragile resin. I had like 200 or 250 fragile resin just sitting there. I had no idea that's what they were for, because I don't read. In a week. What's the permanent one? There's a permanent one though. There's a permanent one. What is it called? Because I was sitting on a bunch of the permanent ones. What is it called? I can't remember. I'm blanking very hard. That is the permanent? Transient resin is the temporary. Oh, okay, yeah. Because I know there's ones that are permanent, ones that are temporary, like the ones you do have to use up. Okay, yeah.
Please, God, use the resin.
Don't or can't read. Both.
So to explain that, you have to understand that this game works by mostly giving you what you want when you seek it out. Unless it's crit damage. So you don't end up mindlessly slugging for 10 hours a day for a single gun.
Is that a Warframe? You didn't use your fragile resin? Oops, well, I guess take it out. Like you stoop, yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember there being a permanent and a temporary
so
one.
You don't end up mindlessly slugging for 10 hours a day for a single goddamn Warframe chassis. But there is a catch. When it comes to grinding, there is a clever way to make sure that you can't trivialize the entire game, which is that the game just stops you. You expend resin when you kill a boss, want money, want XP, want artifacts, want to live, want to
energy
see my daughter,
system.
pretty much anything. And if you have no resin, well, better wait. God will collect his existence tax and you will fucking pay. Even if you live in Mondstadt, the IRS is an eternal fixture of the universe. And although it's nice to have fair guarantees for artifacts, it has the unique side effect of stopping the game from being played. You get 160 a day, and for reference, you spend 40 for boss loot, so good luck. And if you thought that was bad, get ready for Rule 6, which is, you gotta do the daily quests. We Genshin players are always
gotta get the
daily
gems.
dopamine farms, putting in that grind so that we can have a 4-star object every 20 days. It really makes a man wonder why we bothered with making murder illegal in the first place. Thank you, Kane.
Oh my god! That was so out of pocket.
Really makes a man wonder why we bothered with making murder illegal in the first place. Thank you, Kane. This game can give you a lot if you decide to commit yourself to it. But if you don't, you will be scraping for crack crystals in a back alley. Maybe make a YouTube video. That alone is probably enough to You will be scraping for crack crystals in a back alley. Maybe make a YouTube video.
Max0r.
Commit yourself to it. But if you don't, you will be scraping for crack crystals in a back alley. Maybe make a YouTube video. That alone is probably enough to discourage most people. I thought I was going to be one of those people until I realized that I liked the game. Stockholm Syndrome is actually cool. And for a final rule, you don't want to play with English voices.
Do not use the English voices.
Any other language except English. Now, the voice work isn't horrendous, but it doesn't sound like the dialogue was actually written for English, and the translation is fucking hilarious.
The wolves frighten him so badly that he's paralyzed with fear.
We've looked everywhere and haven't seen any.
So do what I do and play in Japanese, then switch the game to Chinese whenever you're in Leeway for maximal immersion.
Dang it, not John Cena.
And play in Japanese, then switch the game to Chinese whenever you're in Leeway for maximal immersion. Dear Mr. Sheep, please send missiles to liberate my country from the yoke of capitalism. Now that you're armed with what you need, should you play the game? Only if you have self-control. It's not worth it to spend money on the game. I'm serious, and that's why you should give me your money so I can spend it responsibly. Remember, the game is free, and so is the porn. I would like to thank the...
He's not wrong. That's so true. He's not wrong. Man has a point, I guess.
can spend it responsibly. Remember, the game is free, and so is the porn. I would like to thank the kind Chinese billionaires and international arms dealers of the Max0r Patreon for funding my hopeless and deadly addictions. If you would like to help fund the videos corrupting America's youth in the name of Naxalite Maoism, you can head to the description to learn more. Thank you all for watching and waiting, and of course, your IP address has already been traced.
We've been caught, boys. We've been caught. My videos are a danger to society.
Watching and waiting, and of course, your IP address has already been traced.
Is that Persona music? It's Persona 5? Ah, I thought so. Well. That was a lot. It was only a 16-minute video, but I'm pretty sure I just turned it into a 40-minute react. That was art. It's truly a masterpiece, honestly. Despite being older, like as a 4-year-old video, you know? You know, it was good. It was good. I like that. It was good. Oh my goodness. Slowed it down to a PowerPoint presentation. I had to read and look at the memes. I had to. I can't help it. Gotta do it for the memes. The memes! Oh, well. Yep. It is a Max0r video, can't expect anything else. Very true. I feel like you miss half the humor. I feel like you miss half the humor if you don't pause and read, you know? I feel like you're missing out.